Hello students, affectionate greeting to all of you on our YouTube channel. In previous video of writing, we have understood some basic points regarding IELTS Writing Task 1 Academic. Today in this video, we are going to do it with example and discuss the format and word limits. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to tackle bar charts in IELTS Writing Task 1 questions to get the highest score. So at first, we will see what the bar graph actually is. It is common in the IELTS writing paper to be asked to describe a bar graph. Bar graph, also known as bar charts, are similar to line graphs in that they have two axes and are useful for showing how something has changed over a given period of time, especially when there are significant changes. It contains either horizontal or vertical bars to present data comparison or contrast among categories or variables. In your IELTS Writing Academic Task 1, you might get a bar graph that will have numerical values of different variables shown by the length and height of lines or rectangular shapes or equal width. This bar graph will show the quantitative comparison of various data or categories, and you are expected to write a report or summary of the diagram. Following are some of the bar graph examples to make things clear. So here on your screen is a type of vertical bar graphs, and the another one is horizontal bar graph. To get a band 9 in IELTS Writing Task 1, you should follow this answer structure. First, you have to analyze the question. Second, identify the main features. Third, write an introduction. Fourth, write an overview. Fifth, write the details paragraphs. Let's look in detail how to apply this structure to an IELTS bar chart question. Use this simple planning process as you practice writing IELTS bar chart essays, and you will have no problem remembering it in the exam. Steps 1 and 2 of the planning process should take around 5 minutes. It is essential that you don't miss these out as they are the key to writing a high-scoring essay. On this page, I am going to take you through the whole planning process step by step as we work on a practice question. Ideally, your essay should have 4 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, Introduction. Paragraph 2 consists of Overview. Paragraph 3, First main feature. Paragraph 4, Second main feature. Here we talk about some tips regarding it. So let's take a look about how to write about a writing task 1 bar chart. To effectively write about an IELTS writing task 1 bar chart, follow these tips. First, start by saying exactly what the chart shows and start by reading the title. Look at the time frame. Describe the changes as precisely as you can. Use data and numbers from the bar chart. Look for the key data and make sure that you are comparing and contrasting the data, not just listing the data from one section to the next. If you just write about what happened to X, what happened to Y, and what happened to Z without showing any relationship between them, you will not get a high score. In the second paragraph and beyond, make sure that you show the connection between the pie charts and the graph or bar chart rather than just listing the data from each separately. Focus on similarities and differences. Compare the information. Talk about similarities and differences between the group shown. Decide what you are comparing. And the last one is conclude by changes what the main trends or changes are. So here we look at a sample answer question of bar chart. It is easy to get lost in all of the information provided by a bar chart as there can be so much data. That's why it is important to keep in mind what you are looking for when you are analyzing the chart. The format of every academic task 1 question is the same. Here is our practice question again with the words that will be included in all questions highlighted. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. So now we will see our question regarding bar chart and read it carefully. The charts below show the levels of participation in education and science in developing and industrialized countries in 1980 and 1990. Write a report for the university lecturer describing the information shown below. You should write at least 150 words, and the graph for the question is shown on your screen. So take a look on it. The 3 bar charts show or depict average years of schooling, number of scientists and technicians, research and developed countries. Figures are given for 1980 and 1990. It is clear from the above chart that the figures for developed countries are much higher than those for developing nations. Also, the charts show an overall increase in participation in education and science from 1980 to 1990. People in developing nations attended school for an average of around 3 years, with only a slight increase in years of schooling from 1980 to 1990. On the other hand, the figure for industrialized countries rose from nearly 9 years of schooling in 1980 to nearly 11 years in 1990. From the 1980 to 1990, the number of scientists and technicians in industrialized countries almost doubled to about 70 per 1,000 people. Spending on research and development also saw a rapid growth in these countries, reaching $350 billion in 1990. By contrast, the number of science workers in developing countries remained below 20 per 1,000 people, and research spending fell from $50 billion to only $25 billion. So, here we completed our bar graph example. That's all for today's friends. Hope you find our video helpful. So please do like, share and subscribe. And you can also mention in the comment on which topic do you like the next video. Thank you.